charge of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans.
Here. Here.
Through the first quarter of this season, hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
What?
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
What? Yeah.
Stroud completes it quick. Reaches the 40. And he's out of bounds, but what great play there, Brock. He's got him in the field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they want this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's going. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchdown. It's at the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. First carry here for Ashton Jeanty. He's taken down, but right before he gets this one to the 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
He's trying to push the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So 2nd down coming up. And it's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
This is Jeanty on 2nd. He's fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Hilton now on 3rd down. The left side caught by Andrews. Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. This is Cubs. That's Bowers working downfield. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Giving this to Jensen. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to Jensen. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Chased out to his right. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
The kick by Patterson is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Escapes a defender. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. First and 10 from the 32.
All right.
From the gun, Stroud. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get 6 more on their early advantage. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Following that timeout, they're lining up. They're going to try to come up with 2 points.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he's into the end zone for 2. That grows the lead to an even 2 touchdowns.
Raiders 3.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 8.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Great shot to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Play fake. It's Milton. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders lower the deficit to a single possession.
That quarterback knew he was going to wear one to get that throw away, and he'll be happy to make that trade-off every single time when it leads to a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders trim the deficit down to 5. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back. So first and 10 now from the 30. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Through the 35, 20, 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans widen their lead to 11 in the first. Nico Collins with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans push the lead up to 12.
Raiders 10.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that and you kick off returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with a great field position.
This one's to Andrews out right. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
60 vices.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Texans closing in, and they get to it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
60 Maverick. 60. Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 19.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. It's an early advantage for the Texans. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at third and very long.
18, 5 in. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Trying to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. 18, what's up?
Shotgun now for Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and check downs, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Now it's Stroud. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First down, Stroud. All the left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway. We weren't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Inside give here for Eaton. He picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped the right near the marker. Didn't get it. Third down. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Stroud looking to throw. 3rd and 2. Dumped off to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans go up by 19.
Texans 29. Raiders 10.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Here is Davis to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to let this go deep down the right side of the field. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Milton going to throw again here, 2nd and 10. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he's got a decent game before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Warriors 70, 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 19 tight, 9, Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Here we go, 60 Bison, 70 Lions. 3.
Milton out of the pistol here. Escapes the pocket. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Gain of 12. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
70 Timberwolf.
Man in motion here.
70 Ranger.
Running from the pistol here with Jency. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stop coming from Henry to Oto'o.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Goal 80. Mustang 19.
To throw, Milton. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jency. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the complete
First down from the 42. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
Milton. So that's our 2-minute warning block. A minute 57 left on the scoreboard. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. Sticking to the air here. Ran it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Milton now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
19 tight.
Putting a receiver in motion. 4th down, pass coming. On the move, hit it right. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Azeez Al-Shaair has it. And the Texans are going to have their 2nd interception of the season. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. Now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build momentum and build on this lead.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Zone read, they'll give it to Tootin. Shoots away from 1. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. That's also going to bring up 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. There's a screen for Tootin. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Texans set to punt. Ty Zentner, the one to kick it away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. 60 Bison.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. Ready?
Milton back to throw. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 20 yards on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
60 Bison. 18 Cardinals.
Play fake. It's Milton. Oh, no. They get him yet again. And the Texans take over. Here goes his 10th career INT. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but, man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. You say that out loud?
That was out loud, yeah. First down throw by Stroud. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Try and get it into Nico Collins. And now they face second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. Connects downfield. On target to down. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. We've set it down from the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Tony. Hey!
Trying to throw on first down. And down he goes. Raiders got him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 9-yard loss. It's now second and 19 at the Raiders' 46-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. Trying to reverse it on the kick return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. First play is going to be a game to Jency. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Another give here to Jency. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
We set it downs for him and starts at the 38. Here's Milton, first and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, here's Milton. The left side caught by Andrews. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end will beneficiary.
This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Man, Palmer has it. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a gain of 22. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Offense in a hurry up here. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Working quickly here.
Tap the 50. Tap the 50.
Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
Viking 18.
Brings up second and goal.
Genty again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Raiders shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Raiders 17.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all on that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
All right.
From the gun, Sprout. That's him on the end route. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. First down, Stroud. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? What a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Gain of 26 yards there. That's a Vegas 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he is brought down just 5 yards from the end zone. Offensive line fast.
19.
That's another Raiders 1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to it. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Only a couple there, but still in good shape. Only 3 yards to go here on 2nd and goal.
Seven Raiders. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Try and punch it in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, they've got to put it in the air. But this is also...
And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Well, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of the target.
This is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Mixon. He has this down to the 34. 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
Now it's Stroud on the keeper. Only able to get back to the line on the 1st down, so no gain.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
18.
Back now, pressure coming. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
18.
Stroud completes it quick. And they take him down right along the 30. He goes to the hurry up here.
Gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Route to the right. Route to the right.
Stroud's going to throw for it. Throw caught by his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans push the lead up to 12.
Texans 36. Raiders 24.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. On return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Brought in inside the 20. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So it's a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Ready? Ready?
We give up the gun. It's Gentry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And off to Gentry. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now within 1 score in the 4th. Brock Bowers the touchdown. Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Pickup of 12 on that play. It will be a 1st down, Texans.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Turn the ball himself for a big run.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Dumps it off to his running back. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
On the quick, right? On 18. What's that? Hey, south. Look to high. White, Tony.
Looking to throw, Stroud. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 13 on that play. It will be a 1st down, Texans.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion. They can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
All right. On 18. What's that?
Tootin gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
And now the Raiders call for the 1st of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, Al, what's that? Drop. 11. Under.
To the air, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
What? 18. What's that?
It's coming first round. And he makes the play. Full extension. That's a touchdown. The Texans making a two-possession game here in the fourth.
The kicker on for the point after.
Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
On return, here comes Davis. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning.
Here you go, set. 7 Pirates. Go.
Milton back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Ryan Branch has it. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Inside the 30. And he's in, touchdown, Houston. The Texans have likely locked up the win right there. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's the case. Either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10. Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Trying to push deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
60 Maverick. Here we go. Tango 80. Panther 11.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they pick him up again. Azeez Al-Shaair has it.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Texans to the line. First and 10.
All right. 18. What's that? Speed left.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Here we go. 18. 11.
They're going to pass it here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders have it as he reports the first interception of his young career.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. They'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
18, 5 in. Hot 7, here we go. Buffalo 18, 6, go.
To throw, Milton. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
19 sacks, 19 sacks, 79 Broncos. Ready?
Milton now on third down. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
60 Bobcats, 18 Cardinals, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Desperation time here. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Oh, and white coat, and south. Where's the hot?
First down throw by Stroud. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Stroud. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away second down. A very tough third down play here. Shotgun now for Stroud. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
Dell. A gain of 15 yards. Brings up fourth down.
Stroud going to go on fourth down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Forced out to his right. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory.